So today we're going to show you how to make a New England style seafood stuffing. So we're going to start out with 2 green peppers. We're just going to trim all the green off the peppers. And we're going to put this pepper in the food processor and we're going to process it with the blade. I use all the pepper. I cut all the pepper off. It's just wasteful to not use this part. And when you side it like that, you don't get a lot of seeds. So we're just going to chop these up a little bit and we're going to add them into the food processor. So here you see our 2 peppers. They're very finely chopped in the food processor. Next, we're going to take 2 large onions and we're going to peel and process them in the food processor the same as the peppers. You can see we processed the onions the same as the peppers, all nicely finely chopped. Okay, so now we're going to take 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. We're going to place that in the pot. We're going to add our onions. We're going to cook those till they get nice and tender, but not brown. Here we have our onions. They're nice and cooked and sweated, looking really good. It probably took about 8 to 10 minutes on high. I kept stirring them, so they got nicely well cooked. Now we're going to cook the peppers that we ground up. The reason why I food processed them is you can see all the juice from the peppers has run out. By bruising the onion and the peppers, the juices exude out of the peppers and you got a better pepper flavor and onion flavor. So we're going to cook these in a couple tablespoons of oil too. Here we have our peppers nicely cooked and sweated, smelling really nice. Now we're going to start with the onions again, and we're going to add garlic to that. So we switched to a large pot. We're going to put a couple tablespoons of oil in there. And we're going to add 4 tablespoons of chopped garlic. So here's our garlic. It's been cooking for about a half a minute now, starting to come up to a really nice simmer. We're going to let this garlic cook just a little bit for about a minute on high, but we don't want it to brown. And once our garlic gets going a little bit, now we're going to add our onions to that. We're going to let that onion suck up all that nice garlic flavor. Then we're going to add our ground cooked peppers to it. Okay, so now you see our peppers and our onions and our garlic are all sweating, cooking nicely. We're going to add, yes, the best part, 3 sticks of butter. We're going to let that melt all in, cook in for a minute. The next thing we're going to add is 3 sleeves of butter round crackers, crushed very well. So we crushed our crackers up. You know, you still want to leave it a little chunky. That gives it a little body. It's okay if you have a couple little bigger pieces. But this is going to go into our mixture now. Just going to stir that up. Till it all comes together. Once we added our crackers and we mixed it really well, we're going to add 2 cups of golden sherry. And we're going to bring that up to a boil and let it all cook down a little bit. Now our mixture with the crackers are starting to come up to a simmer with the sherry in it. We're going to add 2 cups of Parmesan cheese or Romano. We're going to stir that in. We added our cheese. Now we're going to put everything in a bowl and refrigerate it for a few hours or overnight. Then we're going to stuff our shrimp. Okay, so our stuffing has cooled and we have our shrimp all thawed out. These are peeled and deveined, but we're going to butterfly them a little bit. So you're going to grab your knife by the end like that at the butt, and you're going to slice through real easily through the shrimp, but not all the way. And you're just going to keep doing that till you open it up a little bit. Very carefully not to cut yourself. Then we're going to take the shrimp. We're going to lay it down like this, flat in the dish with its tail up. You're going to take a little ball of that stuffing and you're going to stick it right in that little part that you flattened out. And you're going to put your tail over it, just like that. So you have a nice little ball of stuffing with the tail curled over your stuffing. We're going to take these and we're going to bake them at 350 for about 20, 25 minutes. I'm going to sprinkle them with just a little bit of paprika. Bon appetit. I hope you're subscribed. This is a wonderful dish for the holidays.